Snow White and the Seven Stool Pigeons. A Pizzaverse Grimm tale. Once upon a time, not in some enchanted forest, but in the cracked sidewalks and busted neon lights of Brooklyn, there lived a man so lazy, so bitter, so pathetic. The only work he ever did was begging for spare change with one hand while cursing the world with the other. His name? Tony Pizza. But around the back alleys and live stream corners, they called him Snow White. Not 'cause he was pure or innocent, nah, but 'cause he was pale as flour, sweating gravy, with a complexion that looked like he lived in a Dunkin' Donuts freezer. Tony fancied himself a wise guy, a storyteller, a man of the people. But truth was, he was a bum, a grifter, and the punchline of every tale told in the Pizzaverse. The magic mirror. One night, alone in his dingy flop house, Tony stares into his cracked bathroom mirror. "Mirror, mirror on the wall," he mutters, his voice trembling like a coffee can on a subway platform. "Who's the biggest wise guy of 'em all?" And the mirror, tired of his nonsense, answers back, "Not you, you broke-down schnook. The fairest, the sharpest, the strongest in the land is Bambi Palermo and the Pizzaverse. They got loyalty, they got vision, they got truth. You got nothing but a tin cup and excuses." Tony howls, pounding his fists. "No! They stole my life, my stories, my Cash App donations." But the mirror don't lie, and Tony can't handle the truth. The Seven Stool Pigeons. Desperate, Tony sets out to build himself a crew. He don't got capos, earners, or even errand boys. Nah, what Tony gets is 7 stool pigeons, rats so desperate they'd snitch on themselves just to shave a day off their sentence. There was one, whiny, complaining every hour, every minute, blaming everybody but himself. 2, grifty, running scams so sloppy even toddlers spotted him. 3, scammy, trying to sell the same toaster 5 times on Craigslist. 4, dopey, forgot who he was ratting on, ended up confessing to crimes he never did. 5, sickly, coughing louder than a busted muffler, claiming disability for everything. 6, twitchy, nodding off mid-sentence, losing track of his own lies. 7, snitchy, the loudest rat of them all, running straight to the feds before Tony even finished his schemes. This was Tony's crew, a band of losers so pitiful they made the brothers Grimm roll over in their graves. The poison apple. But Tony, he ain't finished. He hears Bambi Palermo's name singing through the streets, the Pizzaverse growing louder, stronger, more feared than ever, and jealousy eats him alive. So what's he do? He tries one last con. Tony digs through a dumpster behind Ray's Pizza, finds a half-eaten slice turning green at the edges. He dusts it off, sprinkles some powdered sugar, and calls it his poison apple pie. He wraps it up in foil, scribbles 4 Bambi and Sharpie, and goes live on YouTube. "Listen up, I'm sending Bambi a peace offering. Best pie in Brooklyn. No scams, no lies. Cross my heart and hope the SSI check clears." But before he can deliver it, the 7 pigeons get greedy. They dive in, pecking at the moldy slice, and within minutes they're doubled over, chirping to the FBI about Tony's whole operation. The fall of Snow White Pizza. The next morning, the feds kick in the door. The pigeons scatter, flapping away with immunity deals in their beaks. And Snow White Pizza? He's left screaming in the rain, hollering about jealous trolls and fake wise guys, while his empire of lies crumbles into sewer water. And in the Pizzaverse, nobody shed a tear. Bambi Palermo and her crew sat back, sipping espresso, laughing at the bum fairy tale that wrote itself. The moral, so, what's the lesson here, cupcakes? It ain't complicated. You can dress up a bum in fairy tale clothes, but underneath, he's still a bum. You can surround yourself with pigeons, but when the heat comes, they're flying away and leaving you to rot. The truth? It don't need pigeons to sing for it. The truth stands on its own, like the Pizzaverse. So don't live bitter. Don't live begging. Don't live lying. Build something real, something loyal, something strong. Otherwise, you end up like Snow White Pizza, a cautionary tale told between laughs at the social club. And hey, if you like your fairy tales gritty, roasted, and with a side of cannoli, stick with Bambi's channel. Subscribe, like, hit the bell, and join the Pizzaverse, where the stories are true, the fudge is fresh, and the bums always get exposed. The Pizzaverse. We don't crown clowns, we bury 'em in the fairy tale book of shame.